Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the number 4 review of Series 4. Series 4 being Long Cut Mint. And as you just saw, it will be the second entry from Skoal. It will be Skoal's Mint Extra. So let's take a look at the can. Skoal metal lid with boxed raised rim. The word Skoal and this half circle around are all raised, along with the border in between the upper and the warning label. Okay? Everything else is flat to the can. The color is sort of a light baby blue in the center, fading to a dark navy or royal blue towards the outer edges. The outer edge blue is somewhat reminiscent of the Skoal Classic Mint background color, whereas the center of this one is the baby blue. Actually, for purposes of telling the two apart, all right, this is the Classic here, the Extra here. Much lighter blue in the center of the Extra. All right. Going around to the sideband, you got the barcode, manufacturer's information, and their promotion. You got the scrunched U.S. smokeless warning label that basically goes around the better part of the side of the can. Mobile Man Cave promotion from Skoal. You can check that out at Skoal.com. More manufacturer's information and back around to the barcode. This is a product of the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company of Nashville, Tennessee. It is 100% American tobacco. All right. On the back, you have the guaranteed fresh stamp can that are used for all U.S. smokeless products with the exception of Red Seal. All right. And you have a sell-by date, which in this case is sell-by February 10th, 2019. So this is well within date. All right. Another quick look there compared to the regular Skoal Mint. Okay. So I'm going to crack this open. Nice papery band. Seal seem good though. A little bit stronger scent of mint than the classic product. Smells good. The cut is not as consistent as the classic of yesterday. There are some considerably longer strands in it. I'll give you a shot. Moisture level's really good. Much more to my liking than the Classic Mint that I reviewed yesterday. But the cut is a bit wonky. Let me show you the can lid real quick. It seems like it's a longer cut in general, but then you have these large thick pieces right at the pinpoint there. Like this stuff up here is just longer strand. It's when I start seeing longer stuff that's actually thicker, the term stem starts coming to mind. Hopefully that's not the case. I'm going to take a pinch and then I am going to hit the pause button. Wow. Okay. Pinches really well. The moisture level is much higher than the regular product. And I am back. All right, so again, as it was with the Wintergreen series, I prefer the Skoal Extra version of mint over the Skoal Classic mint. Unlike the Wintergreen series, the Skoal Mint Extra, the cut is a bit off. It is a little inconsistent, but the moisture levels there, it's really good actually. It pinched really well. It's staying formed. You got a mint tingle going on, but it went around the side with very little trail, and there's very little floaters. So I'm not getting poked by anything. You know, it doesn't feel like anything's poking my cheek or my gum. It's comfortable in the gum. So, you know, if there are stems in there, then that's what I'm seeing. The longer inconsistencies that are thick, then they're very soft stems. So, you know, I really don't care. The flavor's good. The smell off the can is a little bit more, I don't want, both it and the classic were both, they both have the smell of mint, but it's the extra's a little bit more airy. A little, it's like a fresher mint. There was something dark underlying the Skoal Classic. That's not why I disliked it for any reason, but when I did smell it yesterday, I said that there was almost like there was an underlying smell of a natural there, and I rechecked it today, and I'm still registering that. So nicotine is in the product is there, and it's probably not terribly high, as with most Skoal products, but it's definitely present. Now this stuff is technically extra, is like a budget line within the Skoal line. What that comes out to is, with U.S. smokeless tobacco, I'll run through this real quick because I keep referencing it and I never explain. U.S. smokeless tobacco's main two premium tiers are Copenhagen and Skoal. Okay? Now, both of those have two tiers within them. The premium, which in Copenhagen is only the snuff and the long cut. Everything else is a second tier. In Skoal, their premium tier are all the classics and the original. And then the second tier is the blends, like the apple, the peach, the cherry, citrus, and the extras. Now, what that comes out to price-wise, I am going to use the Northerner's website as an example here, because before all their taxes and shipping and craziness, their listed prices on the Northerner actually match up to my prices here in the metropolitan area that I'm in. Okay? So the first tier of the Copenhagen and the Skoal, the Copenhagen Snuff and Long Cut, and the Skoal Classics and Original are about $5.50. Second tier for these products, everything else from Copenhagen and the Skoal Blends and Extra are usually around $4.50. Okay? So there's really $4.50 to $4.70. Okay? So there's really only about 70 cents difference to $1, but the lower tier ones that are at $4.70, $4.50, that's getting very close to the Red Seal, which is a budget line. So that is what I'm referencing when I'm talking about double tiers within the premiums. Anyway, this stuff, comfortable in the mouth, not too many floaters, stays formed, isn't flattening out. Taste is good. Juices up with me a little bit more than the classic version. Is a little bit cheaper. I did notice that the can on this is normal. If you remember in the Wintergreen series, the bottom of the can was different. Don't know what that was about again. And probably won't be able to find out either. But if you're going to try mint, you know, I'd say try both from Skoal, but my preference would be this, just because the moisture content is higher, okay? It packs easier, it pinches easier, holds together better. There's a nicotine content there. It's not going to be through the roof, but it's there. I'm planning on leaving this in after the video. Quality packaging, sturdy. You don't have to worry about it opening up when you're anything like that. So if you're going to give it a try, I would go with this over the Classic, but you know, that's just me. Smell off the can, I definitely prefer over the Classic, and the way it holds together and juices up, I definitely prefer too. Okay, so I think I covered everything. A little bit off tonight because Duncan's making some noise over next to me here. So anyway, this has been the Skoal Mint Extra review. I am the Suit and Tie Dip and Chew Guy. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.